So, another thing is that I had a bunch of spinning questions, like what wheel do I use, how do I draft, that sort of thing. That's all going to be tomorrow when I'm in my different outfit, and hopefully it's not god-awful early in the morning. Okay, also, Christy, my girl robot, said she's interested in my desert island list. So, I'm on a desert island of my own free will, and what are my top favorite books, top favorite yarns, notions, etc. So, top favorite books, and keep this in mind, only been knitting for a few years. These are just the books I've found most helpful. These are not necessarily the end-all be-all books. First, there's Almanac, Elizabeth Zimmerman. Can't go wrong with Elizabeth Zimmerman. Lots of helpful information, and she keeps it entertaining, so definitely. I'm making a huge pile of crap around me as I do this. This is one that Laura picked up about 1.5 years ago, and after I used it once, I borrowed it from her. I picked up my own copy. The Knitter's Book of Finishing Techniques. It's got lots of helpful information on seaming, how to block, different ways to do neck bands, arm bands, just borders. Very helpful. It's got great illustrations, so I enjoy, or I always can find the answer in this book if I'm actually not too lazy to just go on YouTube and look it up. So this is a helpful book to have. Wendy's book for socks, because if you read the book through and you look at all of her information, you can make your own pair of socks with no pattern. And it's also got a lot of cool learn the technique type patterns in here. So, and there's sport weight, and there's fingering weight, and there's cables, and there's eyelets, and anyway, so this would be one of them. This would be my sock book. Another Elizabeth Zimmerman book, because again, she covers pretty much everything from sweaters to socks to scarves to Fair Isle. So definitely a good, well, I think I paid $8 or $9 for this book, so definitely a good investment. And the last one that I would consider Desert Island, the Knitter's Book of Yarn, because not only does it have some really great patterns in it, and some great photography actually, it gives you a history and an understanding of each type of yarn and what a different supply makes and that sort of thing. And this one was a little bit more expensive because it's hardback. I think I paid $25 or $26 for this one. But I do use it quite often, so this would be one of them. Okay, my top favorite 5 yarns. I'm probably going to leave somebody out. I apologize in advance. Like I said, it's late. I came up here, I grabbed the stuff that I just immediately popped into my head and that I knew that I would want to show. So, for worsted weight stuff, because I rarely do worsted weight projects, but I do occasionally do them, it would either be Cascade 220 or Cascade 220 Superwash. Probably Superwash for me, because I would end up felting everything. But you can't beat the color selection. You really can't beat the price point. And, I mean, it's a good workhorse yarn. I don't know that anybody would disagree with that. So this would be my worsted weight choice. Now everything else is sock weight, because I knit almost everything out of sock weight. So, or, let me clarify that. I own mostly sock weight. That doesn't necessarily say that that's what I knit the most. So, first, and this probably doesn't surprise anybody, Fulmaza. So this is one of my favorite Fulmaza colorways, which is the De-Oster. It was the Spring Fling 08, first Spring Fling colorway. And it's lovely. It's like a green, yellow, sort of bluish. I got one skein, actually got 2 skeins, because when we were at the Fling, when we were first opening our goodie bags, Claudia, the Fulmaza, was there. It was the first time I had ever met her. And she said that, well, she got a goodie bag too, because she was a participant. But she wanted another coffee cup really bad, and she was willing to trade her Fulmaza for it. And I'm like, hell yes, I'll take that deal. So I got 2 skeins, and then I gave the second skein to a friend, and then I decided I really, really still wanted a second skein because I wanted to do a bigger project, and I bought it off of somebody. I think it was Amy, Fun Fairy Girl, although I'm not certain about that. I'm pretty sure though. So anyway, Fulmaza, because it's got great yardage. I think it's 500 and something, yeah, 574 yards. So that's enough for a shawl or a pair of socks and a half for me. Next, Numma Numma, the usual base. Now, I was a hardcore Numma Numma Toasty Boo and Baby Boo fan, but when her usual base came out, love this base. Now, I still love the stuff I have, but I would purchase this base over those bases. And she's got a ton of new stuff too. This is actually something she gave to me the last spring fling, and it's a limited edition for me. Very happy. Alan is super sweet, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again this summer, and hopefully not having my recording software eat the interview, because that still burns me. And I've had a lot of people ask about it, and it breaks my heart because it was such a fun interview. But we're going to do another one. So anyway, this is my second favorite yarn. It's Numma Numma, usual. Next, we've got Tempted, because sometimes you want to knit sport weight socks because you just want it to go faster. So, or I do. So this is a colorway I got for a Stacy shawl. I don't have a single skein of a colorway. Actually, yeah, I do. I got it in the sock club, but I don't know where it is. It's in a drawer somewhere. So this colorway I have to do. It's Moon Dance. And this has actually got some cashmere, and it's merino cashmere and nylon. This is a Moon Dance colorway. So this is my favorite sport weight so far. Although I do love Cash Pros by Perfect Day Yarns. But I was already going to use Perfect Day Yarns because this is the a project befitting a skein blog entry. This is that skein. So this is Attain the Way, and it's so pretty, and I've got a, I don't remember what the pattern is, I'm so bad I didn't write that down, but I do have a pattern in mind that somebody suggested, so once I remember what it is, I'll figure it out and announce it on the next video cast or on the blog or something. But I love, this is Bamboo Haiku, and this is my favorite Perfect Day base, is Bamboo Haiku, because it's so shiny. I don't know how well you can see that, but anyway, it's so shiny and just soft and luxurious feeling that I could just squish it all day. And I'm very excited about casting on with this yarn as soon as I finish my Norwegian Rose socks, because this is what's getting knit next. So those are my 5 top favorite yarns bases that I can think of right now, subject to change. If you ask me in a month, it might be different, I don't know. Christy also asked about top 5 patterns, pamphlets, and notions. I just don't have time to look through my patterns. I don't know that I have pamphlets. Notions, these are the top 5 that I use the most frequently.